Happy Wednesday. Another day in paradise. Freezing cold. Well, not freezing, but not warm. I don't know if I'm having like a reaction to the chill or whatever, but man, I woke up just not feeling very good today, so I didn't make it out on my board again. Wednesdays are supposed to be my day to ride, but I don't know, I'm just not feeling it, so just gonna have to skip it. My priority is really to get my weight off right now. Riding is really difficult at the weight that I'm at right now. As my weight continued to go up, my mobility and flexibility started to plummet. And so the skill that I had on my board and the riding frequency that I had before at a lighter weight has started to diminish. So we just have to do what we have to do until I can get my weight back down, and maybe even the weather turn to a more pleasing quality, and then I can get back out there on a weekly basis. But right now, my body's in a recovery phase. I did 6 sets of deadlifts, heavy deadlifts on Saturday. Then I went right back into my full leg routine on Monday. And so with 1 day of rest, pretty much, in between both of those days, I think you're just breaking your body down too much to be able to just jump back out there and get on it again. Especially something as dynamic as riding. Riding requires, a lot more functional output than the exercises that I do for strength training. So it is what it is. We just move on. So I may rest today. I may try and ride later on. Got this funny thing going on my upper back too, and since I work back tomorrow, I don't really want to overdo it. So what I wanted to talk about today for Endomorphs was, you're probably going to have to incrementally reduce your calories, because the thing is like what I do, if I just go like ham and I don't really like track anything, what I do is, I'll do the best that I can to like get myself back on my intermittent fasting schedule. So I will, I won't focus on anything else at first except for eating in the 12-hour window or whatever it is that I choose for that day. If it's 16 hours, then I get used to doing the 16-hour fast. If it's 12 hours, then I start with the 12-hour fast. It just depends on what it is that I want to do for that particular protocol. Once I establish that, then I move on to, okay, how are my macros going to be set? What are my carbs going to be like? Usually I'll start with the calories though. I'll get my calories in alignment. Once my calories are in alignment, then I start to work on the carbohydrates. But you see how this is like a process. Alongside of this process is also, what's my training like? What is my eating going to be on my days off? How many calories or how many carbs am I going to have on my days off? How many calories or carbohydrates am I going to have on my days where I work out, so I can feel satiated, so I can, have, a good level of recovery. And all this is based off of personal goals. So understand, you can't just go like crazy nuts and just jump onto like any kind of protocol, man. You can't do it all. You can't cut all your carbohydrates, cut all your calories, work out and do all this stuff, because your body is going to be going crazy, especially hormonally, since if you're, dumping your carbs. If you're dumping a high amount of carbohydrates, you are going to have some negative, feedback from your body at first. Your body wants those carbs. Your body wants to be able to recover if you're strength training. So if you just cut all this stuff out, you're asking yourself for a lot of problems down the road. So I'm gonna keep it short today, but just remember, incrementally adjust. Don't go crazy and just like cut out everything, at one time. Incrementally adjust to your protocol. Happy Wednesday.